All right, Vikings favored by 3 at the Jets. Jets won 2 in a row, right? Not bad. Dalvin Cook practiced Wednesday for the Vikings. We heard this last week, and he was a late scratch. Didn't matter because they were playing the Cardinals. Linval Joseph, their defensive tackle, did not practice Wednesday. We're going to keep an eye on that. Lots of Jets didn't. Just keep an eye on the Jets injury report. There are lots of guys banged up. I don't know that sometimes on Wednesdays you don't know if it means anything, so you're going to have to watch over the course of the week. I'm still a believer in the Vikings. That game last week, they didn't cover. They gave up a fumble return for 6 points, which made the margin of victory closer. Cousins is fumbling a little too much, but generally I'm still on their bandwagon that they're kind of one of the league's elite. And I think they're going to keep proving me right. Maybe this is one of those things that I want to believe, like the Titans and the Chargers. But I like the Vikings here. And as impressive as the Jets have been lately, over-under is 46.5, by the way. As surprising and spunky or whatever you want to say that the Jets have been, I'm going to go with the Vikings.
I agree completely. I mean, the Jets have played well lately. The last couple of weeks they played better. Sam Darnold starting to play like that first-round pick. And, Isaiah Crowell and Bilal Powell have become a pretty decent running back duo for the Jets. So there's certainly something to hang their hat on there. But, again, you look at the competition, and they won against the Broncos and the Colts the last 2 weeks. And neither of those teams are obviously very good. Earlier in the season when they were on a 3-game losing streak, they lost the Dolphins, who we just talked about, probably aren't very good. The Browns, who are not that great. The Jaguars, who have been awful lately. So you look at the competition they played, and it's like they haven't really played anybody. Minnesota's a good test for them to see if really if they're ready to kind of climb up into a chance at taking an AFC wild card. I don't think they are. I think the Vikings, like you said, are still pretty elite. The defense hasn't been quite as good as we thought they'd be, but they're still top 10. They're still top 10 against a run. And I think if you make the Jets more one-dimensional and put it all on Sam Darnold, it's gonna be tough for the Jets to win.
Okay. And the Jets, as far as health-wise, their corners are one big thing to watch because Diggs and Thielen are just awesome. And here's the thing about them. As great as Thielen has been, and he's tremendous, Diggs is awesome. I mean, last week I think Patrick Peterson followed Diggs and helped shut him down. Diggs is really, really don't let the stats so far let Thielen overshadow Diggs too much because Diggs is tremendous. So that is an excellent pair of receivers they have.
And Latavius Murray too. I mean, he hasn't done much, without Dalvin Cook in there. But last week, 155 yards on the ground, a touchdown. This is a guy who put together last week, and if they can get that guy going again, no matter what Dalvin Cook, obviously want Cook in there, but Murray proved last week that he's a pretty good player, or he can be a pretty good player as well. If they get him going again, the Vikings all of a sudden that offense is really, really tough to stop.
Yep. All right, so we both like the Vikings. On Pick Watch so far, we have got 69% Vikings in the early going. Let me see how many people have picked so far. Hold on. I'm going to use the filters, which is awesome. So far, we have only 13 people with picks in. So
has Volen picked yet? That's the main question. Has Ben Volen picked yet?
Ben Volen has not picked yet.
It's all for naught. Then nobody knows what they're talking about except for Ben Volen.
Will Brinson, who's been strong, has picked the Jets. 538 has the Jets. Mike Clay from ESPN has the Jets, and John Breach from CBS has the Jets.
Well, I know Brinson and Breach.
Brinson's been pretty good. He had a rough week last week too, like the rest of us, but.
They're all going with the Jets, huh? I don't see it.
Yeah, but everybody else has the Vikings.